mas lagi. Mohon ko mas maaf kita masih kaya mungkin.
Hi guys, my name is Jasper. Welcome back to my channel. I am also a millennial and I can recall a spelling test when it was just a simple spelling test. What we were expected to do was get a piece of loose leaf paper and write down the words that we had been studying for a couple of weeks, write them down the best way that you remembered to your ability. So as the teacher read these words out loud, you would write them down. And nowadays we have something that is called voice recognition, where you can get your phone and you can speak it in to the speaker, and it will give you the spelling, the definition, and how to pronounce it. We also have Google. Oh, my lips are all white, and you didn't even tell me. We also have Google and spell check, but I'm not saying that I don't agree with that, because I am an avid user of those tools. Don't fall. Being an avid user of those tools, I'm thankful. But the world is evolving so quickly that I too have to stop myself slow myself down and remember, hey, I am Thana Autumn. And walking in two worlds, balancing the modern world and the autumn world, it's not hard. But coming from an upbringing where I grew up in an urban setting where I lived in the city, but our neighbors around us, every other apartment was Hispanic, Native, very little other races. And I think that is where I collected my diversity upbringing, where I was exposed to these other people and their cultures, and I embraced them. And I embraced them so much that every time I went home, people looked at me like I was an alien. It's like, yes, you belong here, but you don't. And I can recall a time when I went back home when I had turned 18. My mom moved back to the reservation, and I had no place to go. I had a job that was minimum wage, but I didn't get full hours or a full paycheck. At the most, I was bringing home $150, which was not enough for me to live on. I moved in with close people that I knew, but this didn't work out, and so I went back home with my mom. I said, I'm gonna go back to school and I'm going to get out of the res, and my arm is tired, and I'm going to do something for myself. That's better, I guess. And so I went back to school, and it was the hardest year of my high school that I had ever went through. I hated it so much that I let it define my education. And I went back to work, and I've been struggling ever since then. Now, I'm 30, and I am stuck at a dead-end job because of the choice I made like 10 years ago, maybe. No, like, I don't know, 13 years ago, maybe 12 years ago, 6 years ago. I don't remember. It's been some time, but so if I balance my life and I go do the things that you can't see me, it's all dark. So, anyways, I'm just gonna keep talking. Can you see me now? Just kidding. No. Anyways, so if I balance my life, because as often people were taught that our family is important, that they come before anything. But what people don't realize sometimes is that for me, if I miss one day of work, my pay is cut. So if I miss this one day to attend a birthday party, will that mean that I will have to skip a meal? Or does that mean that I will have to go without electricity? It's crazy how something little... Oh, it's still on. It's crazy how something as little as missing one day of work will cost me something like that. Those are the things that we had to go through as a kid growing up, because we came from poverty, we came from domestic violence, and it's repeating over and over and over again. I'm not here to say stay in school. And the reason is because I didn't even do that. I saw what my mom went through as a single parent, and I still didn't do that. I could have been the change. It's not too late. I can still go back. But I was never the change. And my thinking is, why am I encouraging somebody when I couldn't do that for myself? So when I am the change, then I will encourage you. Do it. It's not that hard. So I guess what my point is that be a better Autumn. All my whole entire life, I was just a C student. I was never better. I was never worse. It's like, thank you for your effort, but that's not enough. So I guess in my conclusion is, yeah, you can do it. You can balance the two. You can. So do it. Get out there. Empower yourself and others. But don't lose yourself amongst all of the everything that is going on. There's so much. There is just a variety of things that you can do and be Autumn or be Native at the same time. I hope that me being here on YouTube is kind of enlightening you. So be who you are and do what you do. But don't forget where you come from.